Welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days?
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse.
News travels fast on the wind. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So... Amazing! Incredible! So I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rehir of Solnari?
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the doctor, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't seen him in the longest time.
Hooray! Paimon was wondering about that, too.
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing... In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Ha! They must have...
Yeah.
Hey! Is that all you've got? Oh, bring it on!
Like that.
Giving up already? You're not half as tough as Varka said.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh! So you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight, and Paimon! Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius, and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh?
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making... Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor.
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the...
Jeez! How many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone-deaf...
Wait, really?
Anyway, since this young man has come...
You sure are.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or...
I figured that since there was this punching bag here... Oh,
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good...
oh, he also said...
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between... Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to...
My thoughts exactly.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort the...
Let's go!
Thank you so much, Honorary Knight. And you, Miss Guide.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andreas. Get home safe, Varka.
Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office.
Grandmaster, bad time. Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, this expedition is almost over.
We will make our triumphant return! Try to keep up! Maria sweeping in! On me! Stormwind!
Without the Rapier of Solnari to direct them.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the...
Just like I thought.
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our...
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard.
Yes, Grandmaster!
We meet again, Andrius.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andrius!
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andrius is a little too ostentatious.
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity. Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight. That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will... P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily... P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
Everyone gets one?
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to even I got a letter.
Jean?
Oh, yes.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the...
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share, allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel.
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there.
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen.
Great. But I won't be... I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck.
Very well.
I will. Goodbye.
Ah, the Grand Master. On another note.
Okay, we'll deliver the...
The expedition...
Honorary Knight, you're still here?
Huh?
True. It seems that Mondstadt no longer... And yet, for some reason...
If I don't make it back from this expedition, if it comes to that, remember to train them. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they, too, need protecting. And some... What's wrong? until I return, and leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with he was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. But he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense.
Wolf spirit?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it... This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt. But the Great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. As such, the Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before depart. I kept my speculation. You experienced the turmoil caused.
No wonder, Vark.
Very possibly. And as it turns out, the calamity born in the north wasn't. Yes, I complete. Even if his contingent.
Into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angel Share now.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then...
Please.
I know there's no one else in the tavern.
Kaya! Rosaria!
A little light.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. I hope you will give some serious consideration to...
From the look on your face...
He nags like an old man.
Huh? Drop what?
Nothing, really. He, asked me if...
Yeah, right!
Whatever details I chose...
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go.
I wasn't seeing the full picture, but both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are... I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organ.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that...
When you join an organization, you're back.
You think so? Never mind the Knights.
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the church and not...
Are they arguing or not? Oh... That'll...
What should I report back to? Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh.
My reply won't be a long one.
I need to learn to handle my booze better.
Even if you are...
Wild adventure.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's...
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work.
So you...
Huh? Ski?
No. Well, I'm sure Varka knows full well that there are people like Kaya and I. And then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Not only that, but it happened to a Knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home. Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been extinguished.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about...
I happened to hear about it from Varka. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and... But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest Knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the...
Yikes!
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight, but he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the Blood-stained Knight. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters. It's hard to say whether the loss of an but had he known that the Knights of Favonius would all... So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know you're not alone.
Huh. Turns out... Anyway, if so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here? That's a great idea! What's going on? The Wild Hunt! What are they doing here? Watch out!
There is no escape!
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate.
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
I will have order. Solidify.
Let me weave you a verse. No, my sword!
Now you shall perish!
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Time to act.
Everyone help me!
Shine down!
I see everything! Oh, are you alright? Oh no!
Stop right there! Answer me this. The 2 letters I gave you, who are they for?
2 letters?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Paimon passed a test?
You may dispense with your suspicions. The wolf...
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has... Sure was. Fortunately, something seems wrong with...
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so weak?
They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley line. We meet again, human Lupical.
So... are...
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. The source of this turmoil.
Huh? Now Paimon's even...
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare. even among the gods. The Wolf King, Andrius, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his soul would have survived till the present day.
Huh?
Told Bard?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas, do I... Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Seelie Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that? Given by the wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, the great wolf closed his eyes and slept. 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until the night asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory. The gentle wolf, unwilling to refuse the human's earnest plea, split his soul into two halves and left his home once more. Seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend, the god of Animo, and remarked, "So, this is the world the humans dreamed of." Though the night's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to bid farewell to his companion here. He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale.
There is no need for you to ask that question.
So that's what happened. He returned to Mondstadt with that knight at...
You need... If anyone should feel regret, that is surely why...
But we followed Boreas' trail in Nod...
Andrius should still be slumbering by the... And there's more.
Oh, the White Knight who became...
I remember him as just a man. It was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you call...
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll... As luck would have it, another old friend of ours just so happens to be free right now.
No wonder I can suddenly sense the east wind's presence.
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, not...
Varka!
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one...
All right. Wish it could be me, but I accept that I'll stay here and deal with...
Stay...
Razor, give me your iron claw. Golden-haired traveler, it is a wolf spirit.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his...
But human hearts and flesh to prevent the entanglement of souls. Although, truth be told, the Great Wolf King of the North...
I will protect...
Just give me the word whenever...
I sure didn't expect my experience fighting the wild-hunted Nodcry to come in handy back here in Mondstadt. Also, how come that bard knows so much, and what was he doing at the Thousand Winds Temple? Well, whatever.
I can read Varka's...
Wolf's claw.
Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. The root of this turmoil lies with the remnants. He once left Nodcry and braved the blizzards to confront the god of... Instead, he returned to the north and slumbered for 1,000 years, before finally journeying when the wolf spirit could no longer maintain his physical form. Boreas chose... Any questions before you set off? 500 years ago, Roland seemed destined to become the mighty... He believed firmly in his own ideals. Neither his mentor, the wolf pup Rostam, nor... But what was the scent that reeks of blood that loop... Any questions before you set off? The soul of a wolf is as unyielding as ice, but human hearts and flesh cannot... That's why Lupus Boreas developed the technique of imbuing weapons with his soul. In fact, there is an ancient song that tells this tale. A weapon once of common iron, now through friendship turned divine. Twixt man and wolf a bond was made. As much as he might claim not to... Any questions before you...